Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me. Today is February 4th, 2023, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to anchor.fm/Hello Cupcake It's Me to check out the podcast, and then go give some love to hellocupcakeitsme.com. So, really sorry about Wednesday and the fact that the video didn't get uploaded, or at least the video that I wanted didn't get uploaded. And then I ended up having to take the video that I originally wanted to upload, and I converted that into the podcast. And so that's over on the podcast. And that video was entitled Wednesday Check-In Rant Edition. And so if you go check out the podcast, it's episode 52, I believe, now. So basically what I was going over in that was just the general disconnect of like how people think of traditionally unhoused persons and low income and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm not going to get into that now because it was quite literally like a 30-minute just dump that I had emotionally, and just everything, just I dumped it all that day, and I'm not going to revisit that. So anyways, had a couple of medical appointments this week, and well, actually just one medical thing that I had to do. I had to go and do a CT cat, well, not a CT CAT scan, but I had to go get a X-ray done. I was assuming that it was going to be a CT scan with contrast because it was for lower GI stuff and my urinary tract or whatever. Still waiting to hear from the doctor on that. Probably not going to hear from them until next week or so because I have an appointment coming up with that doctor that's a virtual appointment, and I'm really not looking forward to it because it's going to be at like 1:30 in the afternoon, and that means I have to make sure to be home and that my computer is up and running and that Zoom is working and all that other crap. So but anyways, yeah. And then Tuesday night, I go to trivia and stuff, and trivia was really good. I thought that we did a lot better than what we scored, but apparently we dropped down from 3rd to 4th positions, so yeah, I think that they are just quite seriously fucking with us and just giving us whatever kind of scoring that they want to give us. So, not too happy with it, but you know what, whatever. And we're also down a player because of some personal issues going on with that player. But you know what, we're doing the best we can with what we have available to us, and yeah, doing really well with my workouts and stuff like that. And today I got paid the most amazing compliment. This lady who I've kind of become friends with, she said to me, she goes, "You are such an inspiration to me." And there was a other group of ladies. I'm like, okay, I don't know how I'm an inspiration to you, but thank you. And she said, "No, really, Michael, like, I am not a morning person. I have never been a morning person, and as a matter of quite some fact, when I was working and having to bring up my children and stuff, I was really not a morning person." And she's like, "I get up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I look forward to seeing you because you're just such a great person, and it really makes me enjoy my time here." And I was just like, okay. And some of the other ladies concurred and all that other stuff, and I was just like, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. That it means a lot. So that was a really great compliment. And I've had some of the staff there also just tell me how wonderful it is for me to be there, and whether it is or not, they're just paying me lip service or whatever, it still makes me feel good to like have people telling me these things. And especially because, you know, I get really self-conscious at times, and I don't know, I kind of expected the worst and got the best is kind of what's happening right now. And you know, coming from a place of trauma and abuse and stuff like that, where I've been bullied my whole life and I'm still bullied, and people on here try to like say all kinds of horrible, mean things to me, and I have people in my day-to-day life try to say horrible, mean things to me, and you know, there's a lot of times where I'm just like, fuck you, and I just get like about it. And then there's other times where it like really kind of gets up under my skin, and then the depression and like the self-loathing and the intrusive thoughts are all like, see, told you no one likes you. And so but because I'm in a fairly decent mental health space right now, people really haven't been getting under my skin as much lately, and I've just been also trying to refocus. Like, yeah, you're saying all this mean, hateful shit to me, but what's going on in your life? The reason that you feel, one, the reason that you feel that you can say these things to me, two, why you are saying these things to me, like, who hurt you, and why didn't they stop sooner? And if this is just you being an asshole, why didn't they keep hurting you? And I know that's a horrible, shitty thing to say, but, you know, it's like, perpetrating abuse because you are being abused is not, that's just, that's continuing a cycle. And, yeah, so, just knowing that that person felt it necessary to tell me right then and there, you know, hey, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and I really look forward to you. That's, like, huge. So, yeah, that just kind of set the tone for the whole rest of the day for me, and just made me feel really good. But outside of that, I've just been kind of chugging along. Really haven't been doing any arts and crafts lately. I'm kind of on a standstill on that right now. Not that I am completely stopping. Like, if I was to focus the camera down here, like, I have literal bottles of paint and wire and wire cutters and double-sided tape and X-Acto knives and all kinds of other stuff, like, literally right here in my little YouTube space area, because what I've been doing is, as I'm crafting, I'm watching YouTube videos, or I'm like, I have this 90s and early 2000 R&B playlist that I watch on YouTube, and I'll sit here and be crafting along, watching the music videos, listening to the music, and just doing my own thing. And yeah, just kind of like at a standstill with some of it right now, because I'm trying to figure out how to initiate some of the ideas that I want to do. And just, I'll be honest, I haven't really felt like crafting. And I go through those periods, but what I have been doing is I've been playing my video games a lot more, and that has been bringing me a lot of happiness and a lot of joy, and just giving me something to kind of zone out on and have to, like, focus my energies in a different way, where it's hand-eye coordination, problem-solving skills, manipulation of the character across the screen, making sure that you're not being attacked by the bad guys, and so on and so forth. And it's just kind of like that where you can just zone out and just have a different kind of mental holiday, I guess, is the best way to explain it. You know, I'm not this hardcore gamer by any means, but I am really enjoying the gaming that I'm doing right now and having a lot of fun with it. One of the games that I was playing just recently was Super Mario Odyssey, and I got to a certain point in that game where I was just like, okay, I need to stop and walk away from this and then come back at it fresh. Kind of the same thing with another game called Destroy All Humans, where you're this little space alien in like the 1950s, and you have to infiltrate military bases and stuff and like get back the stolen technology that the humans have taken from you. And then every so often you get to get in your flying saucer and just like destroy the town and abduct people, and you can pick up cows and fling them, and just like senseless, funny, cartoon, tongue-in-cheek violence with undertones of like the 1950s, where they're talking about like, oh, that Mary Sue Allen, she thinks that she has the best apple pie, but I'm gonna show her with this mock apple pie that I made, and just funny little commentary like that, and like the over-the-top dramaticism of like the military and kind of like the wartime efforts that were being done like during the Cold War, World War I or II, or you know. And there's this one point where you have to abduct the mayor, and you have to like kind of take on a disguise of the mayor, and you have to quiet the townsfolk, and you're blaming everything on Russia and communism, and how you want to keep patriotism alive, and you know, just the whole rhetoric or whatever. And they're small town yokels and kind of like hillbilly farmers and stuff like that, so really kind of fun and interesting. And I just also got done playing this this other game called The Great Perhaps, which was very kind of simplistic in the gameplay, but also very thought-provoking, and it's a puzzle game, side-scrolling RPG puzzle game. And you are this cosmonaut who was on like the International Space Station type of a platform, and this like violent storm hit the Earth and caused massive damage, and you end up going into homeostasis for 100 years or something, and you wake up 100 years in the future, and you have this like lantern that you carry around that has the ability to snap you into the it takes you from the future back into the past for about 60 seconds or so, and you have to manipulate things in the past and bring them to the future, and from the future to the past, and so on and so forth, to kind of get through the game. And I just finished that last night, and it was kind of anticlimactic in the way that the game ended. It kind of felt like it should have gone a little bit further, or maybe that there should even be a part 2. And so far it doesn't look like there is a part 2, or that there will be a part 2. So I was kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, just having a lot of fun, and playing these different games, and I've gotten them from the Nintendo eShop for, I think the most expensive game I paid for was maybe $5.99, but The Great Perhaps, that was $1.99 markdown from $22.99 or whatever. So yeah, just having fun doing that, and Also, I'm watching The Walking Dead finally. I've started to get attached to the characters and starting to like really get into it a little bit, not like cult status like, and I know I've mentioned this in other videos and on the podcast and whatever else, but just having a lot of fun with watching that and trying not to Google search or like ask my Amazon Echo device like what happens next or what have you. There's been 3 times that I've asked when a certain character happened to die, and it'll tell me, oh, so and so died in episode blah, blah, blah of season blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm not to that season yet, so I still have some time. And one of the people that I asked about is still alive, but I think dies this season or next season, and I'm just like, no. But at least it's not like Game of Thrones where like every character that you ever imagined liking dies within an episode or 2, so there's that. But anyways, yeah, so today I am heading over to my sister's house, and we are going to go spend the day together and go to Goodwill and maybe a couple of thrift stores and just kind of hang out and see what the day does and where it takes us. And I got a little bit of shopping that I need to do, and yeah, so I'm gonna get off of here and let you guys have your weekend or whenever it is that you find and watch this video. But if you've gotten along with me so far, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. Head over to anchor.fm/hellocupcakeitsme to check out the podcast. If you do check out the podcast and you are a member of the YouTube channel, leave me a message somewhere, either over on the podcast or here. Let me know what you think. Head on over to the community tab too. That's there for us, guys. We can talk there, or you can shoot me an email, hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.